Hi, my name is Daisy Perez, and this is my third speech. I have my daughters Isa, 18, and Isari, 17, as my audience. And today I'm going to speak about how will you be remembered. So I am a firm believer that we are all remembered by our words and our actions. Sometimes we are too hung up on our own goals, situations, wants, or needs that we don't stop and think of the impact that we're going to leave on others. So our actions and words are what people remember us by. The way that we think affects the way that we act. The way that we act affects the way people see us. The way people see us is the way that they will remember us. So I have taken 4 examples. And the first one is Charles Manson. So see, Charles Manson is remembered by some of his words. And the first ones that I want to share with you are from a published journal from Griffith University. And it was written by Sally Breen. And it's titled A Nightmare Beside to the American Dream. Helter Skelter is the best-selling true crime book of all time, but how true is it? So in this article, she quotes Charles Manson. And if you guys remember, or if you're familiar with Charles Manson, he was a criminal who murdered without moving a finger. See, Charles Manson was, since a very young age, involved in criminal activity, and he would go in and out of jail. So when the last time that he came out, he wanted to pursue a music career, and he would be rejected, and he would be rejected. Anyways, besides everything that probably he lived, I'm sorry, in his life, and all the rejection that he was receiving, he was an angry person. Now, the way that he would that he would think, it would affect the way that he acted. So what did this man do? He recruited young people, young minds that he knew how to mold and manipulate. He got them to go and murder some celebrities and some well-known people. In Within them was Sharon Tate. And at the time that the murders were took place, she was pregnant. So the way that these murders were, they were so gruesome and they were so scary, and to think that what he did was only use his words, and again, those words are remembered until today. And I'm gonna quote one of them, and again, it's from this journal, from Griffith University, and it's written by Sally Breen. And he says this, I quote, "I can't deny making some of the suggestions that led to the events of that night, nor I can deny that I was one of the person who could have prevented that car from leaving Span Ranch. But so goes the feeling of power when coupled with hatred." See, his hatred, the way that he would think, affected the way he acted. The way that he acted affected the way people saw him. And in this case, it affects today. Just to think of that, the way that he is remembered as a monster, that manipulated, that his words caused an action by other people who not only carried out that crime, but that lost any chance of doing anything else with their life and having a different future. He was a person that not only took the lives of those that they murdered, but he took the lives of those young minds that again could have been somebody in life, but because of his actions, it affected them. And now the way that he is remembered, it's not in a positive way. Other 2 people that I want to mention today is Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. See, I was a young kid when I saw on the news when some of the students from Columbine were trying to escape that, that building. And I still remember as if it was yesterday, the way that they are, the way that they were, the way that they would think, the way that they would act. It caused an impact. They took people's lives. They killed many. They injured many, and they will be remembered like this. And I have a journal. It's called Brief History of Columbine and Its Effect, and it's by Nicole Guzman and Senior Division. And this journal is from UC Denver, and it says like this. It says that once the horrible actions of Dylan and Eric had ended, students, families, teachers, and communities were deeply impacted. Now, the way that they are remembered because of their actions, it's again not a way that at least I would want to be remembered. Now, the third one that I want to share with you, it's Coach Dave Sanders. And again, he is from Columbine as well. And why did I choose him? Because his actions and the way that he is remembered today are way different than this other two people this other three people that I have chosen to give you an example. See, Dave Sanders will forever be remembered as a hero. And I took this from National Memorial to Fallen Educators. And it says like this. It says that William Dave Sanders was a computer and business teacher at Columbine for 25 years and coach of the varsity girls basketball and softball teams. His students described him as a teacher, a friend, a mentor, and an inspiration. He died rescuing 100 students when he got shot in the back by Dylan and Eric Harris. So every decision we make in our life affects the ones that are around us. Whether it's directly or indirectly, someone will always remember us. The question is, how will you be remembered?